A very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the workshop on Appropriate Technology Choices for Development, ATC4D. This is an initiative which is anchored by eWorld to bring about an appropriate and informed advocacy discourse in the civil society about the most appropriate technology choices for development. The focus on this initiative takes from the eWorld belief that every individual and every community has an equitable right to make an informed choice on their lives and livelihoods. And being an ICT for development agency, eWorld extends this belief to the technology domain and advocates for the equitable right of people and institutions to make informed choices on the most appropriate technologies relevant to their development. In line with this mandate, eWorld has commenced the ATC4D initiative, and it has been some time since the initiative has started. And eWorld has taken forward this initiative through capacity building workshops with civil society partners, wherein eWorld has oriented them on the strategic need of ATC and engaged on issues of strategic concern like cloud computing, etc. We welcome you to this workshop, wherein we will explore the ATC4D concept in greater detail, and I'd like to now briefly introduce our distinguished panelists for the session. Mr. Akhtar Badshah, his Senior Director of Global Community Affairs at Microsoft Corporation. He administers the Microsoft Unlimited Potential Initiative to promote digital inclusion and access to technology skills training in underserved communities. Mr. Badshah also oversees programs aimed at helping nonprofit organizations improve their effectiveness through increased technology capacity. He has more than 22 years of experience as an internationally recognized development expert. He's an architect by training and a doctoral graduate of MIT. Mr. M.K. Yadav is Managing Director, Assam Electronics Development Corporation, AMTRON, which is a government of Assam undertaking. He belongs to the 1989 batch of Indian Forest Service, belonging to the Assam Meghalaya cadre. He's an MSc in chemistry from Delhi University and an MTech from IIT Bombay, and has published several papers in the field of GIS and surveying, and has a keen interest in C++ programming. He has coded a number of software for in-house use in the government and is an avid supporter of free and open source software and actively promotes the use of free software in the government and education sector. Vidisha Pillai is Communications Advisor, DFID India. She's a specialist in communications for development with over 12 years of experience in communications and advocacy, networking and alliance building, and project management in the development sector as well as in the banking and financial services sector. She's worked on a range of issues from child rights and child labor, education, gender equity, violence against women and trafficking, food and nutrition security, and more recently on drug abuse and HIV prevention. Throughout her career, Vidisha has advocated for and leveraged the use of ICTs in development. Rajiv Tiku. He is Deputy Editor Features in Financial Express and is a print online journalist and an editor of more than 2 decades. He has earlier worked with the India Today Group and the United Nations Millennium Campaign. One of his important contributions has been in mainstreaming the coverage of development issues in the financial press. His work is informed by his studies in media management, in sustainable development, environmental law, human rights, as well as his fellowships with the Cambridge Programme for Sustainability Leadership, Panos London, and International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies, Geneva. Raghav Mittal. He is DGM Strategy at ELET Techno Media, a graduate in computer science and engineering from IIT Kharagpur. Raghav chose to pursue his passions in education and development and worked for the overall developmental planning of the Braj region in Mathura and created a comprehensive tourism master plan for the government of Uttar Pradesh under the aegis of the Braj Foundation. To synergize techno-managerial education with local developmental needs, he carried forward several initiatives in the name of Parth Educational Foundation and Upto Watch. I'd now request moderator, Mr. Naimur Rahman from eWorld, to take the session forward. Thank you.